Scorpio, what's going on? It's your girl D here with 8th House Energy, here to bring you your Uranus and retrograde reading. Uranus is going into retrograde on the 19th of August, and it's going to be in retrograde until January 18th of this coming year, of the coming year. Uranus is in the house of Taurus right now, and so for you, Taurus is your 7th house. All right, so that's the house of all types of partnerships, business, marital, familial. It's also the house of politics and contracts and legal proceedings as well. So Uranus is a planet of rebellion. It's the planet of a renegade energy. It's the planet of uniqueness, that individuality that makes you uniquely and crazy. You know, so wherever Uranus is in your chart, look at your natal chart and see where Uranus is. And see what sign it's in, because the sign is going to represent the characteristics that'll come out when you are in your genius mode, or when you're in your rebellion mode, or when you're in your renegade mode, or, you know, where you just do things off the key. It's just like surprise, because Uranus is a planet of surprise as well. So, you know, Uranus is in your 7th house, yeah. So it's in your 7th house. So now that it's in retrograde, you know, you may be looking at situations. What basically, when Uranus is retrograde, what happens is there's external factors that happen to you. And as a result of those external factors, it makes you change your viewpoint or your ideas internally. Okay? So an example of that could be, say you were in a relationship with someone and you guys broke up and this person treated you really shitty. This could have been, you know, years ago, months ago, days ago, doesn't matter. But, you know, you always looked at this person like, you know what? I would never talk to them again. I don't even care if I see them again, blah, 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 blah. Well, with Uranus in retrograde, you may not have that. Like, say you had a lot of animosity and anger and resentment towards these people and these relationships that didn't work out for you. Now that Uranus is in retrograde, you're going to be looking at these relationships as in, you know what? Oh, you know what? A good example is, let me tell you, last night I was watching Ratchet TV, right? I was watching Love and Hip Hop, and two of the characters are married. Like, a lot of them are married, right? But there's two in particular who, both of the girls are pregnant with their second baby. And they both complaining about the same shit. They're both complaining that their husbands don't help them enough. Their husbands ain't there enough. Blah, 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 woo, woo, woo. And I was just thinking, like, okay, they're complaining about their husbands not being there enough, and they're basically on the brink of divorce. Both of them are on the brink of divorce. And I'm just thinking to myself, chuckling, like, you know, I've been there, done that with the marriage thing, you know, and I don't knock marriage, but I don't look at it in the same way that I used to. I feel like, you know, a lot of women who really want to be married, either they want to be taken care of, or it's a self-esteem thing where it's like, okay, society teaches them that you're not of value unless somebody wants to marry you. Because to me, you know, I have to quote the Phaedra Parks, you know, from Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's when I used to watch Real Housewives of Atlanta. I don't watch it no more. But when she was on it, she said the only women who are pressed to get married are the ones that never got married before. Because everybody knows, child, marriage is hard work. And so it cracked me up that Love and Hip Hop is showing how stressful it is. Like, a lot of people probably don't have a clue what Kirk and Rashida went through. You know, a little bit of what they went through was shown, but they've been married 20 years, so they, you know, they royalty as far as marriage. You know, they made it to a 20-year mark, so that's amazing, because most people will never make it that far. But yeah, these two women, they ain't even been married 3 or 4 years yet. I don't think it's even been 5 years, and they ready for divorce. And I'm like, why don't they just, you know, hire a nanny if they're complaining about their man not being there all the time? Like, to me, that's not reason for divorce. And plus, their hormones are going crazy and stuff. So, yeah, the men are kind of maybe being a little insensitive, but maybe they aren't. I don't know. But I was just like, yeah, I'm not doing this marriage shit no more, because marriage is a lot of work. That's just me right now. Like, I'm not pressed to be in a relationship with anybody. I'm not pressed to be married. I don't care what nobody say about me. They can say whatever they want. Oh, she lonely. She must be thirsty. Da, da, da. Yeah, okay. whatever, try and see what happened. Look how long it take for you to get, you know what I'm saying? And that's just how I'm feeling. So some of you maybe, at one point you were married and you were all about marriage, and now that you're looking back at it like, damn, I was foolish to get married, or I was foolish to get into that relationship. I don't know what I was thinking. External factors could have, so maybe you moved in with somebody before COVID, and now COVID is happening, and it's like, okay, it's hard for you to find a place, and now you're stuck with this person, and you're realizing maybe this is not the person I need to be with. Or maybe you, on another note, maybe you decided that you you passed up a contract with somebody. Maybe somebody wanted to do contract with you or do business with you, and you decided you weren't going to do it. You were going to go out on your own. You don't need their help, because it would have been a win-win for both of you, but you would have had to share the profits. And you're like, why would I want to share the profits when I can make them myself? I'm good, da 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 da. And then, here COVID happens, and now your business is struggling. It's not like you're not doing well, but you are struggling, and you could have made more money, and now you're looking like, damn, why did I pass up that opportunity? I should have went ahead and signed that contract. Why didn't I sign that contract? That's money that could have helped to supplement, the downturn that I'm experiencing right now. That could have helped to take things to the next level. So some of you, if it's about contracts, or it's about politics, or it's about court issues or contracts or legalities, you may be in regret for signing a contract. It could be the opposite. You could be in regret of signing a contract. You signed a contract with someone to do business, and because of some external factors that happen, now you're changing your mind about wanting to do business with this person. It's like, damn, how can I get out of this? How can I get out of this contract? Let me have my lawyer look at this and see if there's some type of loophole, that I can, get out of this. And it could be the same thing with the relationship. It's like, now that you're in this relationship, like, yo, I wanted a relationship so bad, and now here somebody is, approaching me, somebody who could be a possibility for a long-term commitment, and here I am scared to death to commit. So, you got all kinds of things going on when it comes to the house of partnership in Uranus. You may have people coming back from the past who, did you really dirty, and out of the blue, now they want to marry you. And you're like, wait a minute, I've been trying to get you to just, be in a relationship, let alone marriage, and now all of a sudden and it's like you may have changed your mind about this person. You could have been dead set on wanting to marry this person, and then, life happens, COVID happened, things change, and it changed your perspective, and now you're like, okay, I'm glad I dodged the bullet. I didn't, that person didn't really take me up on my offer for marriage. I offered to marry this girl, and she, was acting all funny, and I felt bad about it because, she turned me down. So I'm glad she did. Now that I see everything and things have come in full circle, I dodged the bullet. And now here this girl come back now, wanting to see what you doing tomorrow night, because she want to talk. It's like, oh my God, that type of thing going on. So this is going to be a quick read, but I just wanted to give you an idea of what Uranus in your house of partnership might look like. You might stumble, you might go outside and meet somebody, and this person could be somebody who you might end up marrying, and you may not even want to be married. You might be like, yo, hell no, I ain't never getting married. You must be crazy, because that's how I feel. Hell no, I ain't getting married. You must be crazy. I used to think that. I used to think I wanted to be married again, but yeah, I changed my mind. So who's to say? I might walk out, and I'm Scorpio. So I might go outside here. I might go to the grocery store, and I might run into something that might change my whole perspective. But of course, after time and getting to know this person, you just might be like, oh my God, I said I would never get married again, or I never wanted to be in a relationship. I want to be single. And then you end up running into somebody and they change your whole perspective, or COVID, maybe you wanted to be married before COVID, and then, because you didn't want to be alone. Maybe you had this issue or this fear of being alone, dying alone. But then COVID happens and you don't have anybody, and it's like, man, I made it through. I'm good. I ain't trying to be with nobody. I'm good. Whatever. And it doesn't have to be your exact situation, but you understand what I'm trying to explain. So let's get you some messages here and see what the universe has to say for you in reference to, Uranus in retrograde in your house of partnerships. All right. So we have... So never say never, okay? Never say never. You're like, yeah, never, never, ever, 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 D. Ever, ever. Ever, ever, forever, ever, never. But no, The miracles are endless, my friend. So for some of you who are saying that because of your external environment, you may be like, "Y'all never get married again." But look at how people act. Look at how people treat each other. People get into relationships with people just because, they looking at people for, oh, they look good, or okay, they got money, they got a house, they got a car, they got this, that. People should be looking at relationships as in, I'm happy with who I am, and so you're happy with who you are. So of course, when we get together, the only reason we're getting together is because we truly like each other. We truly want to hang out with each other. We truly want to see each other succeed and be happy, and we're there to support. And that's the thing. People ain't looking for relationships where they're willing to give to people anymore. It's like, I want to be with you because I love you, I connect with you, and I want to be there for you, and I want to give to you, and I want to make your life easier. You know what I mean? Now people are in relationships because I want to see what you got. What can you do for me? Oh, you ain't got no house. You ain't got no car. You ain't got no money in the bank. Oh, you don't got a flat. You don't got a size double D. You know what I mean? Like, people just looking for what people could do for them. It's like they're incomplete people looking for things from other people to complete them, and then they wonder why their relationships don't work. Nobody can complete you. You have to come to the game complete. You know what I'm saying? And don't worry, if you feel the same way I feel, you're gonna meet someone. Okay, the miracles are endless. Keep your eyes and your heart open. Okay, don't get cold. All right. So that's what that's about. What's the number made? Number 15 is the toxic energy, the devil energy. Yeah, you don't want that toxic. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's materialistic. Yeah, that's that devil energy. Everybody's either too proud. The 7 deadly sins. They too proud. They got an ego. They jealous. They lusty. It's wrath. They don't clean up after themselves. Sloth, whatever you want to call it. Anger. Anger is wrath. Sloth is, somebody who's lazy and don't do nothing. They just come home and don't do nothing. The 7 deadly sins. You don't want that. You want somebody who's full of life, who's happy with who they are already. Nobody who's got any negative toxic attachments, because you don't want to add that onto your life. The miracles are endless, Scorpio. Whatever it is that you're looking for, keep that in mind. The universe is letting you know you might meet somebody. You might meet somebody. And as I say that, I got 2 ladybugs on my ceiling. Okay? I would take it and show you the camera, but my ceilings are too high. I can't reach it. But I got one over by the door and one right above me right now. Up there chilling. And you know what ladybugs are. They're spiritual. They're a sign of good luck. So I got 2. So I don't know what that means, but we're going to see. I damn sure went and played the lotto. Let's see. Oh, speaking of which, look what came. Scorpio, look what came out. Jackpot. Let's see what jackpot means, and we'll wrap up this reading. This is going to be real quick. All right, so jackpot says, do you see dollar signs? They're circling around you like a vertical cyclone. Everything in your aura is pointing to material gain. Do you want to manifest a new house, new love, better job, a new life, maybe a bigger pocketbook, maybe Gucci, baby? Bingo! You might be wise to make some room. Do you see this, Scorpio? Do you see this? This is good money here. Play the lotto. Play the lotto. Go out, be seen. If you're trying to meet somebody, go out, be seen. Go play the lotto. Hit, so you can hit and let me know in the comments if you hit or if you meet somebody. I would love to know. That's your reading for Uranus in retrograde. Scorpio, I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one.